Today we're going to talk about Schoology transitioning to second semester and some of the reasons and ways in which you can make information available to students, and also ways that you can make first semester information go away for yourself. So as a teacher, there may be several reasons that you haven't decided to use your semester one archive unpublished folder yet, but you're getting reminders about ungraded assignment submissions from last semester. Or you're getting information or emails from parents saying that their overdue submissions in their parent digest is showing old stuff from last semester, and you want to make that go away. So here's a couple tips and tricks to handle that. So first thing you want to know is that I created a semester one archive folder. The point of this was to move all my work from first semester into that folder and unpublishing it. Unpublishing it, as a reminder, keeps it in my gradebook but takes it away from the student view. And this not only cleans up the look for your course for second semester so they don't have to see all that old information, it also prevents students from submitting work that you had from last semester late if you had it visible to them. However, there may be good reasons why you want some of these semester one materials to be available, for example, to study from. So if you have a course that relies back on first semester information, you can easily do that. So what I'm going to show you today is, if I want to make some information republished for students to use, how I can do that and still make sure that they don't do any submissions or anything else that might impact their grade. So I'm going to take 3 pieces of content. These are all content that students actually submitted, so it's not like a PDF or other review content. It is actually submitted work. And I'm going to put all of them in this semester one study materials. So they've gone from an unpublished folder to a published folder. So the first thing that you want to do is, it depends on the type of assignment, but we are going to disable submissions. So we're going to keep the assignment visible but disable the submissions. And it completely depends on the type of assignment that you have. So this first one is a Google Drive assignment. To make that one visible without submissions, you need to go in and change. So the due dates, if I didn't have a due date on it, let's just say that it was November 2nd, and then I have to have an end date for it. So that means that submissions will not be available after that end date. So this will allow them to see what they did in that assignment and not have it. Similar to a particular Schoology assignment, I'm going to go ahead and republish it, right? But then I want to disable submissions. So that's unclicking that little box with the arrow on it. What that will do is make sure that, again, this is visible to the students. They can read their reading questions and their answers, but they can no longer make submissions. Similar with a quiz. Depending on how you did your quizzes, you may have already disabled submissions after the quiz was due, using enable from or until. But if you have submissions still enabled, you'll just want to go through and disable submissions, so that there is no way that they can look at their answers, but they cannot go ahead and change them. Now, as I look at this from the student view, I will be able to see all of that content in my course, but not be able to change it. So here's the course. I'm viewing it as a student, and I click on those semester one materials, and I can click each one of them and see whatever I've done, but I cannot make any submissions to. Now students are able to review or see their answers on any of these semester one study materials that you make available, but everything else that you have in your semester one archive is not visible to students. Just be aware that that will still leave those pieces of material with a grade, which would also then show them an erroneous grade. So for example, in my T1 classwork, I'm going to have these 2 assignments. This particular student doesn't have a grade for those, so that is going to show a fake or erroneous overall grade for T1. So please make sure that you discuss that with your students before making those assignments. sorry, before moving those assignments from unpublished to this published study materials folder, because the grade calculator shown to them will calculate only based on whatever you have published and visible. We know this is complicated, so we're just working through this. So if you have any questions, please reach out to your school tech team or myself. Thank you.